In today's video, I'm going to fill out my monthly tending list in my 2024 PowerSheets for the very first time. Hi, I'm Kristen, and I post functional planning videos on my channel a couple times a week. If you're like me and you need a gentle reminder to just keep it simple, please make sure you're subscribed, and I'll be right back. I brought over this washi tape and these sticker books because I honestly don't know what I need or what I'm going to use when filling out my tending list here. But, oh, and then I also have my pen, which was off to the side. But let's go ahead and open up my January section here, and I've already done all the prep work. I'm going to link the video above where I walked through all of that and talked about my goals and everything. And let's go to, this is just my monthly spread. I don't use this as a planner. This is just where I am scheduling out action items for my goals only. So there's other stuff on my schedule, but that is in my main planner. I think my intention here so far is that I'm going to have everything scheduled out that I need to accomplish goals and make progress on goals in here. And then whenever I'm planning my month in my regular planner, I will have this as just a handy reference, and I can transfer anything that I need to transfer to that planner. This is really just kind of like making sure it gets on the schedule. This is the weekly rhythms. Actually, I can move this now. And now we are at the pages that I'm going to be working on today. So there's my tending list here, and then there's a break it down section for the goals. And okay, I'm new at this, so the way I understand it is that I will have my goals here, and then this page I can break down those goals, the ones that have like multiple steps, and kind of put that here and check things off as I make progress on them. And then these are just going to be like things that happen every week, and these will be things that happen every day that support those goals. So I'm not going to put action items on here that aren't things that are directly related to my personal goals. And then this last page is for later in the month whenever I review everything. And I put my snap in here for the wild card, and I haven't chosen a wild card for the month yet. So in order to fill this out, the PowerSheets do have a page that I have just added a tab to. This is just a reusable sticky note. They do have a page that explains how to make your tending list and what kinds of things to add to it. And it does say to kind of review your goals. And so I have all of my goal action plans, and I used the CLE tending tape that's like the solid color, and I just kind of folded it over the edge of the pages to indicate the color of each goal, just for fun, just because I like visual references of things. So let's go to the first goal, which I kind of did them in order of, I wouldn't say importance, but in order of the need of working on them. And so the first one is my health goal, and that one is not the most fun goal, but it is kind of the one that I need to be dedicating a lot of brain space to right now. And so in season one, I had brainstormed some things, getting blood work, doing a rotating menu plan that's for gluten-free foods, getting in intentional movement. One of my like action items or line items here is to learn how to make a gluten-free sandwich bread. I want to go on weekday walks. So these are all things that I can add to this tending list. And so I think I'm going to pick like a few things, like one from each category of habits and finish lines and whatnot, to add to this. And so I'm thinking for my monthly goal, for my health, I have an appointment to get some blood work done so that I can get some answers on a few things. And so I'm gonna put that one first because that's gonna happen really early in the month. It's gonna be really easy to check that one off the list and say I made progress on it. And I feel like that's gonna give me just some good momentum. I think I have a page I already pulled out. Here we go. Let's get these out and I can maybe pull the stickers off of this sheet. And I'm thinking, just because this is the way I've seen other people do it, and since I'm new, I'm just gonna kind of go with what I'm seeing most people do just to kind of get the hang of it. And I'm gonna put a dot for the category of goal. And I think I'll put it here where it's not in the lined section. All right, and I think that just needs to be go to my blood work appointment, or how about I can say get blood work done. I've noticed that I have a lot of trouble with like wording things to where they make sense. I don't know why I do that. I feel like I put a lot of importance on the way something is worded, and I don't know why I do that or if it's even necessary or important, but okay, so I need to get blood work done. And maybe what I should have done is started with the priority, because that would help, you know, move me in the direction I need to move into. And I'm thinking my priority is going to be my health. And so let's get a little page flag and put that up there. I'm gonna get a green page flag since green represents health. And we'll put that there. And I'm just gonna write my health. Easy enough. Okay. So my first goal I have in here was to get blood work done, and then on the other, in the realm of the health goals, I have a weekly action item I can add, and that is to do my weekly meal prep. I'm gonna say food prep because it's not all just meals, it's like ingredient prep and snack prep and all that. So weekly, let's say Sunday food prep, because I really do want to do that on Sundays. Sunday food prep. And then another, we can do a daily habit. And one of my health habits is going to be just intentional movement. So let's put that at the top as well. And we'll just write movement. Okay. I think I do have another, let me look again. I guess we're gonna have to flip back and forth quite a bit. So let me go to that green health goal here. And I did say bread. So learning how to bake gluten-free sandwich bread is something that I think is important because it's going to make it so much easier for me to just, you know, eat lunch and breakfast and things, to have some toast or to have like a tuna sandwich or a grilled cheese sandwich or something like that. And I miss sandwiches. So I think that I'm gonna add that into my weekly action items, because even though it's like learning how to do it is one thing, I know from experience it's going to take practice. I have tried to make gluten-free bread before, like slicing bread for sandwiches, and it hasn't turned out the best. And so I know there's going to be some trial and error. And something about me is that when I don't do something well the first time, I tend to get frustrated and quit, and I don't want to quit this. So I think it's going to be a weekly thing, and it goes along with Sunday food prep, where I think I need to like do it every week. And so maybe I can learn how to do it and then bake it, like practice it every week on Sundays. Let's put that there and see how that works out for this month. And that's a health goal just because like I think some people might consider like learning to bake something a fun kind of goal, but for me it's a health goal because it's going to support my nutrition goals. So I'm going to say practice, because that's my action word, is to practice baking gluten-free bread. Okay, that didn't write. I don't know why. Why did that not write? All right. You ever get like those dead spots on paper where your pen just doesn't want to write? It happens to me all the time. Practice baking gluten-free bread. And I think that that's going to have to be one of the things that I fill out over here. I'll figure out like the steps to that and put it over here. I think maybe. We'll see. I'm not really sure if I'm doing this right, but we'll see. Okay, so, and that, maybe that needs to go up here. I don't know. Learning how to make the bread should go up here, and then baking it should go here. Who knows? Okay, and I think that's probably good for my health goals. So let's see, the next one, let's do like my personal habits. I'm really trying to develop strong habits and routines just to like support who I want to be. I am not great at routines and habits. I kind of just fly by the seat of my pants, and I think I really need to set some routines and things. So I'm going to switch to yellow because that is the color I'm using for personal development. And for this month, I want to make sure that I'm attending Goal School. So I've enrolled in Goal School, and it's been really nice so far, and it's been motivating and encouraging, and I can really see how it's helping me like want to work on goals and such. So I want to make sure that I attend the events that are part of Goal School. I want to attend those live. And so I'll just write that, attend Goal School live. Okay. And for weekly action items with that, so one of the things that I wrote in my seasonal, like what I'm focusing on for the season, was to learn how to braid my hair. So that is a personal habit. I'm trying to be better about like, you know, getting ready for the day. And instead of just throwing my hair up in like a messy bun, I want to try to do something different with it. And I have really fine hair, and it's hard to make it look cute. Like it doesn't do anything that I want it to do. So I want to learn how to braid it, because also as part of my health issues, I'm losing a lot of hair and like it's falling out a lot. And I would like to braid it because I've read that braiding your hair is a protective style and it helps just to keep it from experiencing more damage. And so I'm wondering if I braid it, if that will help it like not fall out. Like if I'm not constantly like tugging at it and moving it and pulling it, if it's just like braided and it looks cute, then maybe that will help me out. And then it's just something I need to learn how to do. So I want to practice braiding my hair, because again, I'm not going to be good at it at first. It's going to be frustrating and I'm going to want to quit the first time I try to do it and it doesn't look good, or I can't figure it out. I'm going to want to quit. So let's put that here. Practice braiding my hair. You know what, I'm wondering if having this plastic thing under this page is what's making my pen skip. I'm going to take it out and see if that doesn't help. Okay. Now, the other thing that I want to do for a personal weekly thing is a manicure, because I like it when my nails look nice and not scraggly. That doesn't mean I have to be like perfectly painted every week, but mostly just, you know, keep them filed and keep the cuticles nice and such. So let's put, I'm just gonna put manicure. Yeah, taking out that plastic thing, the wild card holder, that definitely made a difference. It wrote so much more smoothly. Okay, now another personal item that I want to work on is doing my tending list every week. And Cultivate What Matters does something called Tending List Tuesday, and it's like a live event on Instagram, and then they encourage you to post a photo of your tending list. And so I'm thinking that is going to be an easy way for me to encourage myself to keep up with these things, because I know me and I'm not going to want to post the same thing every week. I'm going to want to at least show a little bit of progress, you know, and that'll help encourage me to, you know, at least check things off here and look at this every week. Even if I don't make progress, if I'm looking at it, it's going to remind me what I had already decided what was important. So let's watch Tending List Tuesday live and post. So watch, and I'm gonna abbreviate it TLT. Live and post a pic. Okay. And for daily things, I've got a couple of things. I don't want to hit snooze. So I'm working on my morning routine. I'm trying to establish that. Like I mentioned, like I want to get ready in the morning. I want to not just, you know, put on a hoodie, which is what I'm wearing now. I'm wearing my husband's hoodie that he left here for me. And that's like I put it on like every day and I just keep wearing it. I want to stop doing that. I want to get dressed in the cute clothes that I have and feel put together. Every time I get dressed for the day, I get more done because I feel proud of myself. I just feel better. I don't feel like I just want to like snuggle up. And so, and I'm just going to be ready. Like I'll be ready to do whatever I need to do because I'll already be dressed. So since I'm working on that morning routine, the very, very basic beginning of that is to not hit snooze. And so that's going to be my habit for the month. for that is just no snooze. Okay, and then I also want to do my hair, like I said, and it doesn't have to be braiding it every day, because at first I'm not gonna know how to do that, but I do want to, I don't know if I curl it or pull it back in like a pretty ponytail and don't just like throw it up in a messy bun. Unless I'm intending to have a messy bun that day. There's a difference. I think you understand what I'm saying. Do my hair. Okay. And then I do want to read every day. And I also want to unplug in the evening. So those are habits that I think I have them in here. So I may have done them in my habits workbook and in my my routines workbook. Let's see. I have learned to braid my own hair. No snooze. You know what? I think reading was in fun. Yes, so I'm gonna wait and put that later. I'm trying to keep all of the colors together. And then just to round out and do some other things, let's look at, I said on here that I want to finish the office downstairs. And so that is just a finish line, I guess you could say. And that is, the category color is like this turquoise color. And that goal is to reset the downstairs office, because that's something that I've been saying for months that I need to get done. When I moved out of that office, I just kind of left it a mess, and I'd like to get that reset for my husband to use it when he is home. All right, and then I don't know, I don't think I have any weekly action items for home, but I do have a daily action item to just do my like daily chores. So we'll add that. I'm thinking this, for now, this is the only, these are the only dots I have for this color, because this is like from an older book. I have the newer goal setting book coming, and I think it might come with the newer colors. I also have a dot marker I could use instead, but I think I only need 2 for this month. So I'm gonna just go ahead and use these 2 that came on this sheet, that came with the goal, that came with the PowerSheets. Yeah, so we'll put this one here, and this is to research a trip and see if we're gonna go on a trip in February. I don't know yet if it's in the budget or if we, based on where we decide to go. So this is really just like the planning phase, and I don't know if, I don't want to say I'm planning the trip because I don't know if we're going on the trip yet, but basically it's just research and decide if we're going. So decide on February trip. And then the other like purpley color here is a daily action item for reading. And I just want to read. I want to read 2 books this month. In January, I'll be reading Fourth Wing for my book club. And then I don't know, we'll see if I can get to 2 books. I think that book might be kind of long, I'm not sure, but I also might have another book going at the same time, just depending. So I'll just say daily reading. And there's no like page goal or chapter goal or anything like that. It's really just, I'd like to read more at night instead of like looking at my phone or watching a lot of TV or something. And so I think that's what we're gonna try to replace. Replace TV time and screen time with a book. Okay, and then another monthly goal is to have a family game night and game and or movie. And I'm feeling like we might just combine it. We have limited weekends where my husband is home, so we might just like take one night on the weekend and put a movie on and get a game out and have just like a casual movie on in the background, playing a game together kind of night, and maybe make like a special dinner for us that night or something. And so we'll just say family, game, and movie night. Okay, and then I think the last thing that I really want to do is to just track my spending, and I think that can happen on a weekly basis. So we will take this light bluish gray color, and that is the color for financial goals, and I just want to track my spending. I could probably do that whenever I sit down to plan the following week or something. Or I can do that as part of my Sunday reset. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Okay, and I think the last thing is that I can put, I don't really have an encouraging thing to say, so I'm thinking I'm just going to use one of the quote stickers from here because that's easy and simple and it just feels right now. So let's pick, I really like the bloom where you are planted, but also choose purpose over perfect is speaking to me as well. Any day can be a fresh start. Take the leap. Let's do choose purpose over perfect. I feel like that would be helpful to remind myself why these matter. And now I want to put some like pretty stickers on there. I like the little pennant banners. Very cute. And then maybe a flower. What flowers are in here? Oh, there were some other, one thing at a time. You are strong, brave, capable, and ready. Okay, I need to remember there's also quotes in this one. Here's some flowers. Let's do this big pink one. And just kind of put that right here. Okay, I like that. And I guess what we're gonna do here is use, I have this tending tape that I can fill in as I go. Like this one I could fill out the whole way because once I get the blood work done, the whole thing is done. Or I can use a highlighter so that it matches and I can just highlight the whole thing when it's done. There's also these stickers. These you can't really see them, but they are meant to fit here. I could just cover it with that. And then like Goal School, there's 2 events. So when I do the first one, I can like highlight half of it. And then when I do the next one, I can highlight the rest. So, you know, those are the different ways I could do it. These I'm just gonna check off, and then these I can either check these off or I could use the dot stickers. I don't know, there's so many different ways to make this fun. So now I need to break down some of the goals. So the blood work doesn't need any steps. Attending Goal School doesn't need any steps. Resetting my office downstairs kind of needs a couple of steps because if it might not get all the way done. So I might need to do it over the course of like maybe a day or 2. I don't know, we'll see. Reset the office. I need to declutter it, finish moving out all of my things that don't need to be in there anymore. I need to just like remove trash. Old files and things that don't matter anymore. And dust and vacuum. I need to clean out the closet. So here, let's just put closet and then dust and vacuum. And then rearrange the furniture. I'll just write furniture. I don't think I have enough space for rearrange furniture. Okay, and like, how about we do the bread and like braiding my hair kind of thing? All right, bread. Baking bread. I need to find a recipe. So I need to get a recipe. I need like ingredients and supplies. Shop. And then I need to just make it. And so I wanted to make it each week. And so let's look at the breakdown. If I make it each week on Sunday, and that's the 7th, 14th, 21, 28. So let's just do like 4 weeks worth of baking on here, 4 attempts. So week 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we'll just say bake. It's important that I try and keep trying and keep trying. Even if it's gross, even if it's not what I want, you know, I need to keep trying. I need to make tweaks. I need to change something and try again. I know that I can find a decent recipe on the King Arthur baking site, and they're pretty well known for helping people learn how to bake both regular, conventional baked goods and also gluten-free. So that's where I'm going to start. And now braiding my hair. That's another goal. So I want to braid my hair. I need to find a style for fine hair. So find a tutorial. I need to get my supplies, like products, and I think I have some little clear rubber bands already, like the teeny ones that I'm definitely going to need for my hair. I just need to gather that stuff. I don't know if I'm going to need any products, but we'll figure that out when I find the tutorial. So supplies. And then I think we're going to do the same thing that I did here. And I'm just going to say week 1, 2, 3, and 4 because I need to keep practicing that. Just like with the bread, I need to keep trying. So we will just say that that's a step in the process so that I can check it off. braid, 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 and braid. So I think what's important there is that I try it on a day where I'm not like in a rush to go somewhere, like, and I'm not expecting my hair to look nice so that I can leave the house and go somewhere or like be on camera or something. I need to just do it on a day where I'm not rushed, I have time, and if it looks terrible, I'm not upset about it. So that will help me keep a good attitude about it. And are there any other things? I think the trip, I could probably break the trip down. Maybe let's just write it here, even if I don't have more than a couple steps on that. So February trip. Locations and basically I need to get with my family. Well, first I need to check if we have any, like we have some Southwest points we can use, so that kind of thing. Like I can look and see if there's any good deals to going any destinations, and if we want to go to any of those destinations, and then talk with my family about it, decide on a budget, that kind of thing. Locations, budget, and I'm gonna just write book it or reservations. Question mark. And if we decide not to go, then that'll just be crossed off, and we have decided it. It's not, you know, making the trip happen. It's deciding if the trip should happen, and then that's the goal. And then the reservations and the planning will come after. So that is also something I will need to schedule earlier in the month, because if we decide to go, then I will need to make sure we have time to go, time to like reserve anything. The trip in itself is just going to be laid back. It would be something that isn't going to need to be booked well in advance, just something easy, probably somewhere within driving distance, unless we can get a really good deal with Southwest. And it's probably going to be somewhere that has like an aquarium or a cool museum, and then yeah, it'll just be easy to go. Okay, I think that's probably all I'm gonna do. I don't really think I need to break out family movie game night or anything like that. So we're good there, and then this is for later in the month, whenever I review the month. So I think that is good. Let me just review this with this in mind now, to see if there's anything I can add to that calendar. So I have my blood work is already on the schedule. Goal School is already on the schedule, and so is Tending List Tuesday. The office needs to get added in. So what I'll do is write those here, like things to schedule, I'll write there. So I need to write in, what was it? Reset the office. And then game night will need to be this night because my husband will be home. And so I need to grab, I used my dot markers here. So I'm gonna grab my dot marker real quick so that I can add that dot. So we got a dot there, and we'll just write movie game night. And I will need to figure out the trip. Let's put the deadline for that, like the 14th. How do I indicate that? Should I just write it here like that's my deadline? Or should I just write here deadline? That's something I'm not sure. Why don't I write that here, that my deadline is yeah. What did I say, the 14th? Yeah. The deadline is January 14th. Okay. And oh, see, I could have written that there. Let's do that. Let's just add some dots and things. So this is the color for home. So we'll say reset the office, and then this is decide on February trip by 1:14. I think we're good to go there. I don't really know what on my mind is for, but maybe it's just a spot just to brain dump or something. And I guess that is how we do a tending list. I don't know. We'll see how it works as I use my tending list throughout the month. And this is perforated, so I could pull this out. I really think I should pull it out so that I can see it every day. I'm just not sure where to put it yet because it's too big to put in my planner. And I don't want to cut it down. I thought about cutting it down and then just tracking habits in my planner, but then I would lose this. So I might set up a little like I might tape it to my vision board or something. I don't know, because then I'm gonna have to keep taking it down to write on it and check things off, and I don't know how I want to do that. I think what's gonna happen is I just need to leave this open on my desk. Right now I've been storing my PowerSheets like, you know, book style, like standing up like this. But I think what I'm gonna need to do is leave this open in a spot where I can easily see it and not forget about it. Because once I close this, I can easily forget about it. Okay, and then one more thing I think I want to do is just add some washi tape just to make this pretty, because why not? I've got some blank space here and it would be a good spot to fill in. And I want to use, I love this gorgeous green. This is like one of my favorite washi tapes of all time because I love this green color. And I'm thinking I'm just going to work with the rip that's already on it. And let's use this just to kind of give it a tear. And then I could put another like pretty sticker right here. What do we have? How about this one? We're using stickers. We're not hoarding stickers. Okay, I don't want to cover up that progress bar because I'm going to use that progress bar. And then maybe something along the bottom here. What's in here? I know there's some washi in here as well. I could put another little quote right here. Let's take this one with the pretty sprouts and the blue and just put it down here, I think. And that actually covers up one of the days of habits like perfectly. That's kind of cool. That's good to know. Okay. I think it's so easy to make it look pretty when everything like goes together already and just looks pretty. I mean, we could just keep going and going, but how about we just stop? I love this one that says Cultivate. It reminds me of my my like logo and my branding that I use. Okay, the best things in life grow slowly. Choose what matters. I mean, I could just keep going and going. Let's just stop. I said I was going to stop, so I need to stop. Okay. And this one and this one go back in the front of my planner because that's where I pulled them out from. And then this is the end of the video. I'm going to put I'll put my bookmark back there so that I remember to open it back up to this page. But that is it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really liked it, please consider subscribing because I post functional planning and goal setting videos on my channel a couple times a week. And if you liked this one, you'll probably like those ones too. And I would love to see you in the next one. Until then, embrace your imperfections and just be you. Bye.